is Kini Zanjel P. Boris, and today I will be talking about fake news. And our objectives for this video is to define fake news types, present examples and analysis, and promote media awareness. So there are different types of fake news. We have disinformation, misinformation, and malinformation. So what is the difference between these three? So disinformation has false information with bad intention, while misinformation also has false information but it doesn't have bad intention. While malinformation has true information but it has bad intention. Now we're going to talk about these three different fake news, and we're going to start with disinformation, where it has false information with bad intention. So for example is this post. This was posted in September 2025. In the caption of the video, there was written, "Protesta ngayon laban kay PBBM admin, corruption labanan." So this was seen by many. It has 53,000 views, and the one who posted this was Nante Revilleza Papansin, a vlogger. So that post was fake. And how did we confirm this? So we stumbled upon this another post with the same video. It was posted by Tinig ng Plaridel, which is a media and news company. So in their caption, they said that this was a UP Diliman graduates holding a light conviction of Vice President Sara Duterte. Now, if you notice the difference of the information, this says in the Tinig ng Plaridel, it says that this was for the conviction of Vice President Sara Duterte. Well, in the first post, this protest is for PBBM. Now, so we notice that there's a difference. Now also the difference in time. In Tinig ng Plaridel, this was posted on July 6, 2025, while in the first post, it was posted on September 2025. And how did we know? Because the one who posted this 33 weeks ago. If we calculated that, that would be September 2025. And to add that false siya, we can in his caption it says happening right now, which is false again. That is well, while the real protest happened in July 2025. And let's see the actual video. So we can see in this video, the protest. They have banners, and if we look closely, we can see that the big banner says that convict Sara now. So we can say that the first post was really fake, and we said that this information has false information with bad intention. So that post was to malign people about that rally. So next example is this.
At pagbabayaran ng utang na ito hanggang sa mga susunod pang henerasyon.
So, as we can see in the video, that was our previous Vice President Leni Robredo speaking. And in the post, there was a caption in the video saying, "Nagsalita na si Leni Robredo sa ilalim ng pamumuno ni PBBM." And many people believe that. And also they saw that with the video reaching 4.1 million views, and the one who posted that was GBGHK, which is a vlogger also. So to confirm that, the vice president really said that we can use a technique in Google, where you can press an icon and to Google's an image to search. So upon using that technique, I've learned that that information was fake, because the video was only sliced up and used false, and that video is only na false context lang yon, because the real video was posted on Lenny Robredo's YouTube channel, and it isn't actually for ano na she wasn't actually talking and because of PBBM, because the video was supposed to be mensahe ni VP Lenny Robredo sa anibersaryo ng deklarasyon ng martial law. So that that information was fake, and that has bad intention to malign people again. And another example of disinformation was using quotes from a known person or celebrities. For example, is this. This was posted by a poster of Vice Ganda that claimed that she said things for President Rodrigo Duterte, that kung hindi si Duterte yung namumuro ng pandemic, lahat tayo patay. That's one of example of what she said. And another example is this, posted by Dalia A. Calacat, that this was about a quotes from attorneys, that they will be the attorneys for Duterte's case in ICC. And this was all fact-checked by Rappel, that this was a fake information. So those are the examples of disinformation, where the information is false and it has bad information to malign people. Now let's go to the next types of fake news, which is misinformation, where the information is fake but it doesn't have bad intention. And one example is this. This was posted by Philippine Daily Sun. Kitty Duterte opens up new bake shop, sells brownies to help raise funds for her father. But in this post, many believe, we can see in the comment section, no, there is a hate comment na anong gimmick na naman yan. So if you also notice on the post, there is written below, which is satire. So so for those who doesn't know, satire means it is a fake news, but the intention of that fake news was to make people laugh. So that satire post is an example of misinformation, because the information they share is false, but it doesn't have any intention to harm. So another example is also from Philippine Daily Sun, which they post, anonymous government official claims he is tired of being a president. So from the post, we can say that it is really a joke, and below you can also read satire only. So it's meant to be a joke and not to be taken seriously of. There's a lot of posts like this, but we need to before we believe, we should read first if what is the information about, and if it is only satire, then it doesn't mean any it doesn't have any intention to harm. So those posts was yeah, posted by Philippine Daily Sun, and also they put in their page that their page was only satire or parody, so they really doesn't mean any harm, and they just meant to make people laugh. So another example of this. So that was a really viral video, no, of Cara David, and one post about the professional heckler on is the in X, and many people believe it because they didn't really read the message. They only focus on the bottom side, which says that 82 provinces and 148 cities have declared Cara persona non grata. So many people think that this was true, but disclaimer, this is only a satire post, because if you read this again and you read this really like totohanan, truly, it says here that this prompted Malacanang and both houses of Congress to call for an emergency prayer meeting. So we don't have to fact check things, because we already you already know that this is just meant to be laughed. This is mainly meant. This is only a joke. So another misinformation is uh, fake weather forecast. So this post was saying now two super typhoon, dalawang bagyo, pinangang papasok na sa PAR, tatama sa bansa. So this was posted by Balitang Pilipinas. It also has like a verified button with 520k subscribers. So many people might believe this because daghan subscribers. But that information was fake. It was confirmed by Pag-asa that there is no two super typhoon that is going inside the PAR. It was verified by Verifiles. So those examples, no, are just are examples of misinformation where the information is false but it doesn't mean harm. So we go now to malinformation, where information is true but it has bad intention. So one example is this. So in the left side, we can see that the poses, bumalik na naman mga snatcher. We need a Duterte leader na naman. But actually, the one who posted that was a vlogger in Cebu, and the video really happened. It isn't generated, but it has false context, because what really happened wasn't snatching, but it was a fight in the bus. And another example is this. This was posted by Rowena Igong Paglinawan with the caption, "Mao na jud ni karon, samot na maggara kay wa may balaod nga para sa mga kabataan. Maong samot nagtaas ang Sunday." So this is also a example of malinformation, because that video really happened, but it's false context again. It didn't happen in the Philippines. So this is the real video. So now we can see in the video. So that video wasn't actually from the Philippines. It was from Indonesia, and the one who posted that says that it indicates that that video came from here in the Philippines. Another example of malinformation, which is this. So this was a this was posted by Kapamilya Online World, where Vince Jimenez naglabas ng screenshot sa social media kaugnay sa panloloko ng kasintahang si Lindy Guzman. So, the screenshots were real, like the information is real on the screenshot, but it has bad intention because the intention here was to destroy the reputation of Lindy Guzman. So, malinformation was basically things that really happened, but it was posted for bad reason. So, that is the 3 different types of fake news. And how do we avoid to be victim of this fake news? It is always to verify the information. That is the only course. So in verifying information, you can always check up on this sites. We have Rappler, CheckPH, and Verifiles. And if you're nanghihinayang of this, if you really don't trust this, you can do this technique, which the one I said earlier. For in Google, where there's an tool in Google, in an icon, you can press an icon here with like a camera, then you upload an image, if the one that you want to verify, and after that Google will give you the exact image of where that information came from, and you can confirm it yourself. Next technique is if the information use quotes. So you can always copy the quotes that they said, and you can post it in you can paste it in Google, and Google will give you all the information about the one who said that. So that would be all for this video. So always remember that truth matters. Fact check first. To avoid being a victim of those fake news, always remember to verify the information first before you click and before you share. So that would be all for this video. Thank you so much.